Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tell Me Why, the program for American Airlines team members that looks at the why behind the news, information, and all that is happening here at the airline. My name is DeFeo. I work at the Global Engagement Group. Episode number 2, and excited to have our Chief Digital and Information Officer, Ganesh Jayaram. How are you doing?
Doing great, and great to be back.
Second appearance on the show.
Yes,
All
excited
right.
to be
Well,
back.
this is perfect timing. We kicked off the season with Heather Garboden, our new Chief Customer Officer. She was on the first episode of the program. Mm-hmm. And as she's talking about redefining, customer experience, a lot of pieces of technology kept on bubbling up in that conversation. So let's dive right in. Let's start at the top. Talk a little about the strategy and approach, as your group is really thinking through helping out redefining the customer experience.
Yeah, great. Happy to be back, and would love to talk about what it is that we're doing as a technology team. 3 areas we focus on. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, ensuring that we can deliver resilient digital products. Mm-hmm. The second piece is to drive excellence from a technical engineering standpoint in everything that we do. And the third piece is really modernizing our technology stack and our capabilities. So probably just a double click on each of those.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so first and foremost, our foundation, our job number 1 is to ensure that any digital tool or application that we put out there is resilient. What do you mean by resilience? That it is secure by design, it is available whenever it is needed, and last and the most important, that it ensures that it is delivering the functionality that our customers care about. Right? Now, all these digital tools and technologies are meant to do that. And at times, if they don't, we have processes in place to look back, learn, recover, and ensure that doesn't happen again. So that's a journey of continuous learning. And that goes directly to the second theme, which is as a technology team, we pride ourselves on engineering excellence. And that means we got to stay abreast of all the emerging technologies that are out there. And we invest in continuously learning and upskilling ourselves. And then that leads to the third part, which is supported by all this great funding that we have from an enterprise that continues to grow year over year. We're really investing in modernizing our technology stack. We got some legacy technology that are a few decades old that we got to modernize. And the core tenet of that modernization is to ensure that these modern technologies, they're much more resilient, right? Mm-hmm. And they allow us to drive real-time updates for our customers, and also allow us to do real-time analysis and serve the needs of our customers a whole lot better than what our legacy tools and technologies would do.
That's great.
So that's our threefold objective.
That's awesome. So that's the strategy and approach. But then, of course, this comes to life, when our customers and our team kind of sees all the improvements. So talk a little about some of the recent developments that you guys have been working on.
Yeah, you talked about speaking with Heather in the last episode, and she called out how we're trying to improve the journey for customer end to end, and that includes our digital applications. Mm-hmm. And so from a technology team standpoint, we've been really excited on a couple of different dimensions. First and foremost, we launched a brand new, completely redesigned mobile app just a few months ago. And a few key aspects of that app, it has a much more modern look and feel. Very intuitive, easy to use for our customers so that they can choose to self-service and engage with the app, be it to explore new destinations that they want to go visit, be it just simply checking on the status of how they're progressing to the next level of the Advantage tier status.
That's right.
And then lastly, to better plan day of travel logistics. Yeah. Here's the cool part. Day of travel. Yeah. So if you have an iOS phone or a watch, you can enable the live activities feature. And what that means is a couple of hours prior to your departure, you get an update on where your flight is going to depart from, at what time. And then as you get closer to departure, it tells you when you're ready to board. It tells you the seat that you assigned to. And then through the journey, it tells you when you're going to land and a whole lot more, right? So that just is a better way to interact with our customers. That's first and foremost in a better look and feel as well as better interactivity. The second piece is at the back end. I talked about modernizing some of our legacy tools and technologies. We really invested a lot in the back end in terms of a completely new architecture as we've designed this app. What that means is it allows us to seamlessly connect at the back end with some of our One World partners, so that if our customer's journey involves a segment domestically that is on another one of our One World partners, they can download the boarding pass very seamlessly just using their AA app. So those are a couple of features that we are really excited about as we've unfolded this journey. And then the last piece, as you arrive to the airport, right? If you're going to use one of our kiosks, in a number of our major hubs today, and all of our and number of our stations outside of our hubs as well, we've been implementing new kiosk hardware. And the cool part of that is it really reduces the time that our customers take to check in using the kiosks, and especially if they've checked their bags in online. The time to really use the kiosk and get going on the next leg of the journey is less than a couple of minutes. So end to end, our focus is to really improve the interactivity, enable self-service for our customers, and really take out friction at as many points of the customer journey as we can.
That's terrific. Anything we can do to get more information to our customers, to keep them up to date on their travels is, of course, fabulous. Question on AI. You probably get asked more than anyone in the building, what are we doing with AI? What are we doing with AI? So tell us, what are you doing with AI?
We've been exploring a lot in this field of generative AI. And today, now the buzz has moved from generative AI probably a few months ago to agentic AI and many different versions of that. Look, from a technology team standpoint, I said our tools need to be resilient, secure by design. We need to also be responsible in terms of how we use the data and how we use some of these technologies. So we spent quite a bit of time over the last year to set up a governance framework that ensures that we're working with our stakeholders and ensuring that we put all the privacy controls and other protections in place to leverage these technologies responsibly. We got a number of use cases that we're working on. A couple that I can highlight. And before I do that, actually, the premise of all this is to, again, continue to drive more self-service capabilities using generative AI or the capabilities, and to also improve productivity, because that's what these tools do. Right. So a couple of examples or use cases to highlight that we are testing out. First and foremost, for a customer. Right, if you have a weather event that really affects your travel, today we have chat functionality in the app that allows you to interact with us. We are now embedding the generative AI capabilities into that chat functionality so that our customer can self-service and do their rebooking on their own in a way that better suits their travel needs. The second piece is from an operational standpoint, right? Today, we have a lot of processes to track if some of our customers are going to misconnect through some of our major hubs like Dallas or Charlotte. And what we're now doing is embedding technology, advanced technology into the flow so that we have a better sense of the likelihood of our customer misconnecting and driving some operational decisions that might mean that we delay some of our flights so as to accommodate our customers as needed in some of these hubs and to ensure that they can reach their destination as close to on time as possible. So those are a couple of pieces where we're really leveraging technology that we're excited about bringing to our customers this summer. And then lastly, internally, we are a technology function, so we got to, have some of the same medicine ourselves, test it out on ourselves.
That's right.
To drive more productivity. So we are leveraging some of these generative AI tools and capabilities to look at how we write code, how we deploy it, and how we can be a whole lot more productive in all those aspects of driving better tools into production.
That's awesome. Our team is greatly appreciative of hearing all this. After that first episode, team wants to hear anything we're doing to improve that, customer experience. And it sounds like you guys are playing a really key role in that.
Absolutely.
So thank you. Final question. It's kind of a fun one. You're coming up on 3 years, I believe, this summer in the airline already.
Yeah.
Just if you can, tell us what's kind of surprised you the most as you joined American, and tell me why you're so excited about the next 3 years.
Yeah. What I'm surprised about from a positive standpoint is our passion and dedication to serve our customers. They are the forefront or the center of everything that we do. Internal team members, external customers. That's why we design these cool technologies and these features. And the passion that our technology team has to work very collaboratively, hand in hand with our business stakeholders and really go solve some of these thorny problems using technology is really cool. And as you start proving out the art of the possible, what we're demonstrating internally is that, hey, we can have a tech-first mindset to look at some of these processes that we might have done manually in the past, advances in technology enabling us to connect with team members and customers in a very different way. And as I said the last time I was here, the best from a technology standpoint is yet to come.
There you go. And the answer is still the same.
Yes.
Well, we'll have you back again, and I'm sure the answer will still be the same. But no, very much looking forward to what the next several years will bring. Well, there it is. This is Tell Me Why. You know where we are on JetNet. We're just kicking off this season. If you have things you want to hear about, learn about, know about, please go to the JetNet page. You can enter information there where we have the chat there, and we'll find a guest like Ganesh to get on this program and bring you the news, information, and answers that you are looking for. We'll have to have you back a third time for sure. We need updates on any and everything you spoke about here today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode of Tell Me Why.